Brooks Hatlen spent 50 years in Shawshank prison. When he finally walked out a free man, he had a job, a room, and his freedom. 3 weeks later, he was dead by his own hand. Meanwhile, Andy Dufresne spent 19 years in that same hellhole, beaten, framed, and broken. Yet somehow, he walked out the freest man in the entire story. Most people think the Shawshank Redemption is about escaping prison. They're wrong. This movie isn't really about breaking out of walls. It's about the invisible prison so many people never escape even after the gates open. On the surface, it looks like a classic escape story. Innocent man survives prison and breaks free. But that's just the trailer version. If that's all it was, this movie wouldn't still be the #1 film on IMDb decades later. From the moment Andy arrives, he does something no one else does. He refuses to let the prison get inside his head. He observes. He plans. He starts a library. He teaches men to read. And one day, he plays opera over the loudspeakers so the entire yard stops and feels something beautiful for the first time in years. That moment cost him 2 weeks in solitary. His only response? It was worth it. That's your first clue. Andy isn't trying to survive Shawshank. He's refusing to let Shawshank define who he is. Brooks is only on screen for a few minutes, but he might be the most important character in the whole film. After 50 years inside, prison wasn't his punishment anymore, it was his home. He had purpose, respect, routine. Then they parole him. Outside, he's just another old ex-con with no one waiting for him. The world moved on. He can't sleep without bars on the windows. He's terrified. He even thinks about committing a crime just to go back. In the end, he carves 4 simple words into a wooden beam and takes his own life. Brooks isn't just a sad side story. He's the film's warning. He shows us what happens when a man becomes institutionalized, when freedom becomes scarier than prison. Now here's where the movie gets brilliant. Red is our narrator. We trust him, we love him. But for most of the film, he's quietly living the same story as Brooks, just slower. Watch his parole hearings for decades. He says whatever he thinks the board wants to hear. He performs remorse. He plays the game. Only after 40 years does he finally tell the truth, that rehabilitation is just a word, and the man who committed the crime no longer exists. That's when they let him go. But freedom hits him like a truck. Same cheap room, same dead-end job, same fear that Brooks felt. For a moment, Red is standing on the same edge Brooks stood on. One bad night away from the same ending. Andy Dufresne was different from day one. He never let the prison into his mind. He kept dreaming, he kept learning, he kept acting like a free man even while wearing chains. That famous line says it all: get busy living or get busy dying. Brooks got busy dying long before he picked up that rope. Red spent years stuck in the middle. Andy chose to live every single day. So when he finally crawls through that sewage pipe and stands in the rain with his arms wide open, it doesn't feel like an escape. It feels like his body finally caught up to where his mind had already been for 19 years. The real ending of the Shawshank Redemption isn't Andy's escape, it's Red choosing to break his parole and go find his friend. That one decision is everything. He finally stops asking permission to live, he stops performing for a system that no longer owns him. Hope is beautiful, but hope without action is just waiting to die like Brooks. This movie isn't about prison. It's about the prison we build in our own heads and the quiet courage it takes to walk out. If this video changed how you see the movie, drop a comment and tell me what you think. Which character hit you the hardest? Subscribe and turn on notifications, because next, we're doing a deep dive on another movie you think you already understand. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.
Get busy living, or get busy dying. That's damn right.